Hello. It's a solar eclipse happening. The date I'm posting this, of course, readings timeless, discernment, all the stuff, all the fluff that you need to listen to in order to know if this is for you. Trust yourself, is what I'm trying to say. Welcome. I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here. On my other account, tagged down below, I go by Astrania, where I do evolutionary astrology. I have a full video out on the solar eclipse, and this video, we're going to be doing more of a divination inquiry around what is emerging, what's coming to light, what is coming up. That's going to kind of stretch into this nodal axis and for the next 6 months to year and a half. So time is a little bit of a piece in this conversation that we're going to be having here. So and Spirit just said, well, time is time, which is not linear. And they're really emphasizing that this may, whatever is shared here, may come through in different timelines, time frames for you guys. Okay. Okay. Come on. Coming up. The boy is here for my new folks. This is Solus. He is my boy, my little lover man. He's gonna be 2 soon. He's just a little baby. 2? Yeah, 2. Wow, that is insane. Holy cow. Okay, so you gonna leave? Here, or leave. All right. For the collective here, I just want to get a very clear tone around the eclipse for them. Just a single card to start this message off. 10. Oh, this is so perfect. When we actually think of the property of tin, we have to understand that it's malleable, right? The foundation of tin is easily moldable, easily manipulated is coming to mind. But this is also making me reflect back to some of the deeper threads that I've talked about with this Leo eclipse and the Leo Aquarius nodal axis in general, which is this eclipse is and this eclipse portal and the nodal shift is really inviting in the collective to understand their piece in the bigger picture and the unique quality of your own light and how it reflects on that around you. See how this is refracting light? And it's like your whole purpose is to shine so bright that illuminates others and they are able to take that light and reflect it. And when we all become these like beautiful pure qualities of light, it's just beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck we have silver, and silver in this deck talks about the whoa the dedication to the process, meaning returning to this. And there's something about like polishing and returning to your center continuously that is being invited at this eclipse portal and at this moment. Whenever this is finding you, it's like a return, yeah, continuous action to putting yourself first and tending to your light. Because again, tin is not very strong. It's malleable, it's easy to adapt, and I just heard like being aware of the people you surround yourself with, how they impact you, how they shape you. I'm seeing like like cookie molds, like cookie cutters. It's like how have you been formed? And now I'm seeing like how you could take tinfoil and crumple it up and like you can, you know, unravel it again and you can actually smooth it out again. But think of like how much energy goes into that. And I kind of feel like you've been compressed into something you're not. And this whole process is this unraveling to see what your form was before it was crushed. Okay. And the continuation of like really tending to that daily. What daily actions can you take? And I'm going to ask Spirit, what daily actions? We have the sun. I'm hearing like just continuing to tend to your light. Continuous daily action for the collective here. The new pearl that came out in yesterday's reading. And this is hinting to this sort of frequency of like, you're starting again. And I'm almost hearing like, Can you take the knowledge that was cultivated from your past experiences and apply them to a new start? And the daily action is like how they're showing me how like a pearl is formed within an oyster, and it's like the consistent pressure and tension that creates it. And I feel they're like, this eclipse portal is about to be a pressure cooker for some of you guys, or this shift, whatever you're moving through when this video finds you, is about to be like a pressure cooker. It is the clam, right? Or yeah, the oyster. What are they, oysters or clams? I don't know. Okay. I would like to switch decks. And I'm realizing some of the cards I'd like to use are over there, like over there. So I might have to pause for a second. Can we get some deeper insight for the collective here for this longer story arc? I'm hearing like the hero's journey, waning crescent. There, yeah. And I guess technically I'm filming this on a waning crescent. So there's something about like something finally, a chapter coming to close. 8. And Capricorn. Yeah, a lot of this is connecting back to like, hold on, give me a second. It's connecting back to this foundational piece. Like Capricorn really is like this greater architecture that it's like, how have you been? You're done. Oh, there we go. You are done. I'm seeing somebody caught in like an on ramp and like off ramp. Like you've just been in this like consistent like spin cycle that has, it's like, when are you going to get off the ride? When are you going to make the choice to step outside of this pattern? And that, oh, my heart is beating so fast. Holy shit. Are you guys good? Guys good? Jeez. Wow. Like me getting up and getting my cards shouldn't have that. Yeah. There's a lot of fear around stepping outside of this pattern, but we've got Jupiter here, and it's like, and see the spiral at the bottom of this Jupiter card. It's like, it's going to take a big leap for you to step out of this pattern. And that's where it's like these daily practices and daily cultivation of your energy is very important right now. They want me to grab from this book. We're going to do some book bibliomancy. Okay, for the big leap for this. How can I support them here? Huh. The typical ways we upper limit ourselves. Worry is one of them. Getting specific. Oh, that's a chapter title. Worry is basically this. What worry can do right now. You notice yourself worrying about something, let go of the worry thoughts, shifting my focus away from them. I wonder what positive new thing will try to come into being. I usually get a body feeling, not a thought or idea, of where that positive new thing is trying to come through. I open my focus to feel that body feeling deeply. I let myself feel it so deeply as long as I possibly can. Later, I often get an idea of the positive thing that was trying to come through. Here's a walkthrough of the process, because this is talking about worrying, right? You get caught up in the worry. That, I feel like that's that spin cycle that you guys are in, is like worrying about potential outcomes of things. I'm walking down the street in my town on a Saturday afternoon. I pass a jewelry store where my wife, Kathleen, and I have brought some beautiful pieces over the years. I glance at the window. I pass, admiring some of the items. 15 seconds later, I notice some worry thoughts about money, specifically worry thoughts about whether we have enough money to help the gifted young member of our family go to the private music conservatory she wanted to attend. 2, I notice the worry thoughts. I let them go, dropping them in the mid-thought without pursuing them. 3, I wonder what positive thing is trying to come through. I feel a present sensation in my throat. As I walk along, I let myself feel it thoroughly, savoring the pleasant sensation. A few minutes later, I get into my car, and the insight occurs to me that me that I'm seeing the jewelry in the window triggered a wave of guilt about a level of abundance my wife and I enjoy compared to the other members of our extended family. Seeing the jewelry also sparked a feeling inside me of how much I love and appreciate my wife, and how I wish there was some piece of jewelry that could really express that depth of those feelings. I sit in my car for a few moments before turning on the engine, letting myself enjoy the sweet feelings of how much I love and appreciate my wife, and how I appreciate the prosperity we've created in our lives. I realize there's no physical object like jewelry that could express those feelings. They exist in the non material world, the feeling flowing through the connection between us. I pick up my phone and call Kathleen. She's out doing errands too. It turns out she's 2 blocks away from where I'm sitting in my car. I tell her the sequence I just experienced, from the glance at the window and the worry thoughts and the delicious moment of letting myself feel the overflow of love and appreciation for her. I say, let's make sure we take more time to celebrate what we have. She agrees and gives me a big virtual kiss. I say goodbye, start my car, and head home. The whole purpose of me sharing that, articulating that, is an active process of how, because this book, it talks about your upper limits, how you worry about your upper limits. You get to a new threshold. For example, he and his money finally accumulated a certain amount of wealth that might bring in some worry of like, oh, well, but what about these bigger things, extended family, and like, how am I, right? Wow. There's a lot that you're carrying, isn't there? You've got a lot going on in that little noggin of yours that really is being asked to expand outside of your comfort zone, guys. Like, there really is, you're reaching your upper limit. And it's so exciting. It is very, 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 very exciting. So as we inquire into this expansion, right, over the next through this eclipse portal, what it's bringing to your attention, right? And also because this eclipse portal, specifically this eclipse that's happening this morning, if you're seeing this when I post it, it's okay. It's okay. You can feel the energy too. Is Jupiter is with it, the South Node is with it, the Sun, Mercury, Moon, all in Leo, really bringing out the things that we like, really want to be seen for and desire in this bigness. And where there might be shame about being seen in that big energy, and or where that's been robbed from us or taken from us or exploited. Astrology stuff is tagged down below. Okay, this expansion. Okay, I don't know. Singing feels important. I'm singing in the rain. Okay, I'm so comfortable with you guys. It's a little silly. Okay, where's that? Okay, I've said okay. One day when I actually have an editor, I'll have silly, funny meme things going on when I'm doing that. I just don't care to do that for myself. Okay, so the first card that came out was this 6, and 6 represent love. Okay, so the thing is about reflecting here to begin with. Reflect. Take only what you give. And I think that's a big piece of this, like, is understanding maybe you've been giving away too much freely. That seems to be like a reoccurring theme within this collective, is like an overwhelm of giving. Reflections of the heart, seeing the beauty in things. You will have to face your reflection with your heart. Yeah. Do it for your heart. That's reminding me of the reading I posted on the clock app this morning about like all state, you're in good hands. Like the spirit's kind of like, you're in good hands. And there's something about like really understanding what you've done for yourself up until this moment, and where like you've done it so well. And this is just a finer, like more precise leap that you're being asked to take. The next card is another 6, which is again about love. It's this little watering can here that says, tend to your garden and you will see things grow. Yeah, there is like consistent devotion to this new thing. How is your heart? A drop of love might help. Yeah. Reserve your love. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been overgiving. Be tender, soft like water, loving like the land, and give without give without exception. That's interesting, where it says reserve your love. Oh, it says, it can be hard to feel like you are doing enough, but also reserve your love. So like, there's something about like discernment of like what you're giving to. And then this 4, that's going to give us the foundation for this, is what I'm feeling. Okay. Haha. Plan ahead, map it out. Okay. Be practical about what you can achieve, but also Don't be afraid to do it. Building blocks. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a broken record. You're going back to like the base foundations, like, an entirely new, this eclipse is exposing an entirely new version of you that you're ready to step into, but it's not about rushing the process. It's about gently cultivating this seed that is you. This is literally what I wrote about in my newsletter. I'm talking about this solar eclipse. I mean, given I am talking about the solar eclipse, but like, you don't need to rush this, but also you do need to take action on it. So what are like the daily things that you can do is like reflecting on your foundational pieces, reflecting on what you've been building yourself upon. And with this cleaning card at the bottom, it's like maybe getting rid of old things, old pieces. Some of you, it's like clearing off your computer. There's an emotional wipe happening here, which feels very Mars and Cancer coded. This might be a shorter message due to my timeline that I have here with you guys. I'm seeing like flash floods. Like this might be there might be emotional, like, and that might be the thing that helps clear things out is like an heavy emotional Reese. Somebody's name's Reese. Release that is wanting to be moved through you, where it's almost like they're showing me some morbid things. Like some of you guys may have a little bit of some IBS stuff going on. So do what you will with that discernment. How can we fully embrace this energy? How can we really fully embrace this energy that is present? I heard catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. And this is something that you've been holding on to for a long time. What do you feel? That's going to be your indicator, is like your feel again. What it just literally said in that piece that I read from The Big Leap is like, when the worry comes up, don't, oh gosh. Wow. They literally like showed me how like with water, you can speak intention to it and your body is water, right? Mostly water. And this worry that you've been cycling through and fear stories and all this stuff has been poisoning you. And the solar eclipse is about to like completely like energetically blast you open in a way that like purifies things. And spirit's like, here's your clean slate. Full body chills. Here's your clean slate. I didn't even realize I got like, there it is. Rainbow. That's what is gonna, okay. Here's your clean slate. Yes, it's not, it's gonna take time for it to build and grow, but I trust that you've got this. Like spirits really like allow your your deeper feelings to be that guide point, not the emotions. Emotions are stirred up by environmental stimuli. Your feelings, that gut deep primal animal within you, let those be your guiding points. Last thing, release the dark wound and let love live. That is meaning it is safe to let go of this old version of you. If you've been on this sort of story arc of my past readings, this feels like a part of that where, there's a lot to be released at this time. I'm seeing this one card too. Yeah, diving for light. Like you're doing the work that you're doing on yourself at this time is very you're finding the light within the darkest places of yourself, which is so opposite, I feel like, of what people traditionally do, right? You're not doing this ascension. You're like, no, I'm going to the core. Like I'm going deep down. I'm finding my center and letting that light illuminate outwards. And so it's going to take time to get there. And I feel like the way you're digging down into yourself, into your truest form of your being, that's where you're going to plant this new seed for the self. So you have to like allow it to have its moment and grow. Right? You don't keep on burying it. It's like when you're baking something, you don't keep opening the oven to check to see if is it baking. It is baking. But what can you do in the meantime while this seed is germinating? You water it. You make sure it gets ample light. And so I'm seeing this as like your body, like how are you treating your body? What content are you consuming? What are you taking in? Who is around you? Because this is your slate has been wiped clean. This solar eclipse is purifying the energy and giving you an opportunity to move forward as a completely new version of yourself. And of course, a lot of the old patterns are going to be rearing their heads, and you have to gently take that worry, that fear that comes up, hold its hand, dig a little bit deeper, and find what's actually underneath it. Okay. I love you guys so much. And for those of you who have joined the Eclipse portal, I'm so excited to meet with you. That's going to be happening. If you're in the inner circle, we're going to be meeting at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Double check Patreon because all that info is going to be there. If you've yet to subscribe to my newsletter, it's down below. I wrote about this solar eclipse. I have videos on my other account. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.